Hi everyone, it's me Ross and I'm here back again after a very long delay. Sorry about that, but there was nothing interesting in the mobile scene. But I'm back again with new arrival Vivo X300 Ultra. It's finally in my hand. I think the box is a little bit thinner than the last year, but I'm not sure as I cannot compare them directly, and this version is 16 gigs of RAM and 512 gigs of internal storage. Actually, this time I ordered this device from website geekwheels.com, and of course link will be in video description. They include here an adapter for the charger because this is a Chinese version obviously. And this is not a sponsored video by any mean, but I like their service. Device came fast and everything went smooth. So let's check a TPU case inside, matching the color of the device. Probably already knew the color. This one is green, and we have a USB-C to USB-C adapter. Finally, we have USB-C to USB-C SIM ejector too, and this is the power brick, which is again USB-C, and I think this is the first time for Vivo including USB-C cable with USB-C adapter. And this is 100 watts of Vivo flash charge, which should be fast enough to charge your device. Okay guys, this is the device outside of the box. This is the green version, and actually from every picture from the internet this color separation was not so obvious, but when I see it alive I can say it is really obvious. This one is like a silverish part and this is a greenish part, and that's why here is my old Huawei Mate 60 Pro, which this Vivo reminds me of, and you can see we have something similar here for both devices. What about this, guys? This is huge. This is really huge. Whoa. I will not go so in deep. I won't measure it with a ruler or something because there are enough videos outside, but believe me, it's big. And the problem with these devices is when you try to hold this device, you should put your finger here below that bump. The weight distribution in that way is not okay. You should put your finger here so you can start using your device, but when you do this you can see what's happened. My fingerprint is on the back. I won't show you here the cameras. I will do a separate camera comparison video, including of course the iPhone 17 Pro, including Xiaomi 17 Ultra. I will get it from my friend from VST channel, and you can see the flat sides. The device is very nice. It's not so heavy, but this is the real problem. Now let's power it on and set it up for the first time. By the way, this year Vivo are going cheaper and we miss a pre-installed screen protector on that device. Keep in mind it. The Geekwiz already unboxed the device and they set it up for me. They pre-installed the Google services, but for you especially I will now factory reset my device and show you how you can set it up, install Google services and globalize it. This device is being reset and you are here at the first step. You can see how many pre-installed applications you have. Let's first uninstall all these bloatware. Okay guys, this is how the device came from the factory, and what you need to do first is go in the settings, check for updates of course, and we already have a new version to install. It is 2.59 gigs, which is a lot, and of course most of the changes are here to the camera. Now let's set up the Google services. You should scroll to the bottom, user and accounts, and here you will find Google Basic Service Management. From here just enable Google Basic Service Management, and when you go back System Management and Update, you will have now that option Google. When you tap on it, this is the Google Services menu and you should sign from here on your Google account. Let's do this. When you add your account, now it's time to install Google Play. How to do this? Just go to your home screen, open that V App Store, agree it of course, and search here for Google Play. or Play Store. And sorry, I just mismatched it. Here it is. In some kind of searching, it will appear. Just tap on it and install it. Of course, when it's ready, just open it, get started. It will ask for some applications, most used applications by you, just to be installed. Yes, I use all this, so I will just hit install allow. Google Play Store wants to read the list of installed. Of course, you should do this if you want to install applications from Play Store. Just I will hit here. The first thing you need to do is, or at least I will do, is to install the Gboard, because I don't like this Vivo keyboard. But this is a personal preference. Now select the default input method from here. It is Vivo and Baidu EMI. I will just disable this security input first and then enable here a Gboard. Okay, and from here I will select it as my main keyboard. When you are in that menu, input method, which is in system input method, you will check that password autofill and passkey. This is important because now we have a password safe, and in that way when you try to enter somewhere, it won't use Google Password Manager, so it won't use all your stored passwords. But we need to enable it here, that Google, then change it to Google. Now we will use this Google Password Manager and all your passwords will be here. The next step, if you use it, will be, I will even disable that. The next step will be to enable Android Auto. Yes, this device supports Android Auto, wireless and wired. So just go in Play Store and from here write Android Auto. Here it is, and go to Android Auto settings. That means it is already, maybe it will be already pre-installed for you, but if not, just hit install and then you should enable it in settings. That's it. Let me just show you. Now when you are ready here, just go in settings, more connections, Android Auto, and now you can start connecting your devices. My advice for these who are using Android Auto is to enable this taskbar widget. That means when you play a music and you have your Google Maps on the big screen, if you your player will be on the taskbar, and that will be way more useful, and you won't use this sidebar to separate the screen by two, your navigation and your player. I using that a lot. By the way, I will now try to type something because I think Vivo improved a little bit their vibration. Still, the system haptics are not the best. Haptic feedback is here. System navigation haptic feedback. All right, now it's enabled. Yes, we have the option. We have here the strength, low, high. I will just put it in the middle, and you can change the type of vibration, crisp or soft. You can just shake your device and everything will be well organized. Yep, simple as that, perfect. The next thing I always do on my Chinese device and Vivo is when you swipe down, it will bring that global search, which is something I don't like. But when you pinch to zoom on the home screen, you have now settings, and you have here the home screen styles, home screen folders, the dock, icon autofill and everything. But you have swiped down on the home screen. It is now set to global search. You can select it for notification center, direct swipe for notification center, or notification center / control center, which is swipe down on the left for notification center or on the right for control center, which is something I think first Xiaomi did this, but this is if someone from Apple watched this video, and I'm sure no one from Apple watch it, but you should do this at your launcher. This is important with these big screens. Yes, from this device you can do payments, NFC payments, and I will install Revolut also and Google Wallet too. Now you should go here in applications, apps, default apps, and from here you should start selecting. For a browser you should select Chrome if you want, of course. For gallery, music, the next step is your digital assistant, of course. If you want to use Google Assistant, you should go to Play Store and download Gemini. Just hit install. So when you install Google Gemini, you should also install Google Assistant. Yes, the old guy Google Assistant. I will show you why. Just open Chrome and search for Google Assistant. And if you cannot find it in Google Play, just write it in Google. It will be here. Just tap on it and hit install. When it's ready, just hit open. And now this pop-up is what we need. Default digital assistant now up. From here, just select Google. That's it. And now your default digital assistant application will be Google. If you want something else, like circle to search, you should install the application so-called MiCTS. Write in Google MiCTS and it will open this GitHub project. You can read everything about the application, but basically you should download to here MiCTS and install this MiCTS application. Just install it. And let's open the application. With previous Vivo phones, we have here a shortcut button, but we miss that now, and you should trigger that MiCTS just to make it work. You can include it here, so it will be easier for you. App shortcuts and search here for circle to search. Just drag it somewhere.
Long press the home button or the navigation bar. Then circle or tap anything on your screen.
Alright, you can see that Google is triggered. Now from here you can just do like this and circle to search. Bezels here, but on the Vivo they are bigger and wider, and this is something I don't like. They should be smaller for such a premium device. That's it, guys. Next videos are coming with this ugly big bump